I said this season Arsenal have had injuries. You said you lot don't have an injury crisis compared to other teams. So what am I talking? Am I not talking about this season?
But I'm saying,
am I talking about flipping 2019, bro?
But what you know as an injury crisis is not an injury crisis. That's my point.
I wasn't talking about old season. I'm talking about this season. Why are you talking about old season?
Because that's what you call an injury crisis.
I'm not comparing injury crisis. I'm talking about this season. You're telling me that we don't have an injury crisis.
Yes, you don't. Hello guys and welcome back to another episode of the FTF podcast, Full-Time Footy Show. Listen, look. It's not been a great weekend. Only I guess United only. It's been a great weekend for you guys. Not been a great weekend for either of us.
It's not been a bad weekend for you.
Don't start off with that sort of attitude.
It's not been a bad weekend.
No.
Good weekend for Mo. Not a bad one for you.
No. Not a great weekend for me and not a great weekend for you.
No, a terrible weekend.
No. Just as bad as it is for
not at all.
Yes, it is.
Far from it.
Yes.
So you're both unhappy with a draw.
I'm feeling just as bad.
I'm furious. He's faking it.
How am I faking it?
He knows that's fine.
How am I faking it?
You know a draw against us is fine.
You're more faking it than I am. You're acting like you're acting like. Okay, but our target was never title race, but I'm still upset.
You're not
I'm still upset about it.
No, but
okay, listen.
Arsenal is like a loss. You guys
get into after.
No, listen, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe as usual. Follow the TikTok, the socials, and whatnot,
and all that stuff, man.
And yeah, let's get straight into it, man.
I'll be honest with you guys. This is my last episode. The reason I agreed to be on this podcast because I thought we was winning the league. Well, not winning the league no more. It's my last episode.
So that was the stipulation,
and leave it.
So your media side couldn't win a league, and now you're leaving FTF.
Yeah.
So there's an FTF opening now available.
Yeah.
Arsenal fan.
No. Because last week he said you're still in it. The week before you said you're not.
I said no, but we didn't win though.
But the week before you said you're not, and now this week you're not in the.
City dropped points, and then again we dropped points. So what are we here for?
Okay,
so guys,
I'm done.
As you can't tell, the first game is Chelsea vs Arsenal.
Yeah, Chelsea vs Arsenal at Stamford Bridge, 1-1.
Sorry, if you can't tell.
It was who scored for Arsenal?
Martinelli,
and it was
Pedro
Neto who scored the screamer outside the box for Chelsea. You were slightly giving it the big one when you scored.
Same way that you were when you scored.
Yeah, but I gave it back just because you gave it. So it's not like I started it. But you guys weren't great today. Let's put it that way.
Neither team was great.
You had Odegaard back, who pretty much sacrificed his body to be at Chelsea game.
90 minutes for some reason.
I don't know why.
He's not been injured
I don't know why.
For 4 weeks.
And you weren't great.
4 weeks, the whole season.
Let's be honest, you weren't great. You weren't great today.
Neither team was great.
And to be honest, I would have expected a little bit more from Arsenal going into that game. It seemed like you were kind of happy. Like you were happy to be in the vicinity of Chelsea. You were almost starstruck. Stamford Bridge, you call it Stamford Hut.
100%, bro.
Okay.
All your winners, bro. Just starstruck by them.
All my winners.
Yeah, all your winners, all your big time players, all your Cole Palmers, man. Who also had another stinking game against a big club, was not there. But we won't talk about it because why can't we talk about it?
It's not about that we're not talking about it. It's about let's talk about everyone else then.
Three games missing.
If you want to talk about big players and big games, then why do you talk about Saka today?
Saka had a bad game, but Saka doesn't consistently have bad games against big teams. But Saka consistently performs in big games against big teams.
Let's go through his big games. Let's go through his big games then. Let's go through his big games this season.
Apart from Liverpool, and the season
apart from Liverpool,
Cole Palmer 3-3. Do something, bro.
Apart from Liverpool,
too busy celebrating, like I said.
To be celebrating all the goals, yeah.
All the goals he scored against mid-table sides.
It's not mid-table sides. Yeah. It's not mid-table sides.
Stat padding against the lower sides, and you want to come up against the big boys and do nothing, bro.
Listen,
wallahi, hoofing the ball to what row? I don't even know. I don't know what letter that is. It's up in the sky, and then kicking the ball with free kicks. How many times did he hit the wall? Trying to injure my players. He said, I can't score. Let me just try and take down some Arsenal players instead. Smacking it out.
That's your very insightful tactical insight to the game. Thank you very much, everyone. Anyone that's missed the game, thank you to this guy.
Sums up Palmer's performance at least.
He's proved that he knows the game of football well because he hit the players in the wall whose job it is to defend the ball, by the way. and he was trying to injure them.
He knew he couldn't score.
Look, we can go tit for tat. That's not what I'm trying to do here. Yeah, I'm trying to analyse the game for what it was.
Yeah, I
could come here and say, look, Saka had a bad game because he rightfully did. If you want to talk about big game players that have bad games in big games, we could talk about Saka. We could talk about Odegaard. But
we can't talk about Saka. We can't talk about Odegaard.
Why?
Did you not listen to what I just said to you?
No, but go for it this season though. It's a new season, right?
We can talk about today's game.
It's a new season, right?
Today's game. Odegaard got an assist at least, bro. You got the assist.
Okay, yeah, he got
got the assist, and he just-
other than that,
and he
he
he was
wasn't.
quite missing.
No, but
yeah.
he just came back from
quite
an injury,
missing.
and he's been gone for how
Okay,
long?
he came back from
Cole
injury.
Palmer's been playing every week, and he still had a better performance than
But
Cole
like,
Palmer. and he just came
I
back.
could come here and say the same excuse for Palmer. He was probably half injured in
No,
the
but,
game.
okay, I'll be honest.
honest,
Yeah, I'll be honest. This is from a neutral point of view.
Okay.
Listen, I think Cole Palmer's brilliant. I really do. But he struggles to impose himself against better defenses. That's facts. It's true. Because what we've seen, this is
No,
the evidence.
that's facts.
The evidence
This
we've
season.
seen now. Okay,
That's facts.
Based off
this
evidence
season.
we've seen this season.
Okay.
The evidence we've seen this season, Cole Palmer has not been as good against the so-called bigger sides.
That's fine. I'll
Then
happily
against
take that.
the smaller sides.
I'll happily take
and
that.
this connection of him and
You have to take that.
this connection of him and Nicholas Michael Jackson.
That's not his name. That's not his name. Say his
Against
name.
the so-called smaller teams
thriller
has not
performance,
been
makes
as
sense.
prolific as it has against in the bigger teams, against the bigger teams.
You know what? Not bad breakdown. Not a bad breakdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
And I'm happy to admit that Palmer's not been as good this season. That's not what I'm not trying to put on a show here, guys. Let's be honest. I'm here to analyze the game for what it was. And if you want to run agendas and cover your team's bad performance with Palmer playing bad, if that's your priority and not Arsenal itself, that's more telling. That's more telling.
Far from it.
That's
What
more
did I start the
telling.
podcast
What I
with?
will say-
What did I start the podcast with?
What I will
League's
say
done.
is-
So I focused on Arsenal.
You
then I
said
went to you.
30 seconds
So
after
listen-
you ran
so
to
listen to
Palmer.
you when I talk.
30 seconds
So
after
listen
you
to
ran
me.
to
If your hat
Palmer.
on too tight, listen to me when I talk.
Or is your chest covering
What
your
are you
ears?
saying? But I'm listening.
Talk about the game, man.
I'm listening though.
Okay,
Talk about the game,
What I will
man.
say is Arsenal did not play like a side that are meant to challenge for the league title.
No, we were bad.
They played like a side who kind of accept in November that the league is not theirs to win.
We were watching the game.
We were bad. Like it.
You guys
No,
weren't
no,
good.
no.
But I think
It wasn't a good game.
it's more so the fact that it seems like Arsenal lost belief. I don't know what it is.
So it's like we're idiots. Like I said, City drop points. Every time we have an
Twice
opportunity
now.
to close the gap, we just say, actually, nah. Either we think we're sick and we're going to turn it on its head, which we won't, or we've given up, or we've lost hope, or lost faith. I don't know what it is, but it's a shocking performance again. And now I think I can say it wholeheartedly, the league race charge, whatever you want to call it, is officially over. Only 11 games in November. Embarrassing, shocking, awful. Arsenal do better. And that's it. Wallah, I'm sick and tired of this team right now.
I think what's more telling is the fact that watching the game today, knowing that Arsenal lost their last two games, they went into this game with very, very little urgency. I did not watch Arsenal today and think for a moment that we were in grave danger. I was watching that game and I thought, you know what? For a team that's been built in the last 2 years, Chelsea I'm talking about, been built in the last 2 years, rocking up to Stamford Bridge last season, you didn't beat us. This season, you didn't beat us at Stamford Bridge last season. It was 2-2. It was 2-2. And then
5-0 was at the Emirates.
5-0 at the Emirates. That's fine. But this season, expecting that Arsenal have something more to play for than Chelsea, I would assume, knowing that you are going for the title, you did not come and try and put the game on the back burners on us and make us feel like we're at the Emirates.
Yeah.
No,
That's what I expected going into the game thinking Arsenal were going to be very high pressing, very urgent, very like all the urgency on their players, but it just looked lackluster, dull, boring, pathetic. Wow. That's my summary of the game.
Is that not a bit too harsh?
Why is that harsh?
Pathetic.
No, okay,
it wasn't a
but
pathetic
why?
performance.
As an Arsenal fan, I'd be so
I'll be vexed.
furious looking at
They
Arsenal.
never took the game to Chelsea enough.
Isn't that what you expect? Knowing that you lost the last two games.
Knowing that City lost the day before. Do you know what I mean?
That's even worse. That's even worse. Close the gap, make something of it.
Okay,
and
but
now
do you
they're
think
chilling.
But can they do that? Do they have the ability to do that?
I think they're worse.
It's a question of that now.
Let's not be silly. Of course we can do that.
No, we're seeing right now.
Well, we're seeing it right now.
We're seeing right now.
And
Why is it?
The past month.
So because you
month and
haven't
a
done
half.
something doesn't mean you can't do it when you've previously done it in the past.
But you can also fall off though, which is
that's
what
I'm saying. That's what we're saying.
right
Yeah,
now.
we're saying.
Of course, we're not playing well this season.
Yeah.
But it's not even. I'm not going to say the same thing every episode. Like Arsenal this season, I'm not.
but talk about more so the game,
I'm
though,
not
the game.
worried
Yeah, the
about
game,
us in the sense that we're gonna be bad for the rest of the season. Like we're only gonna get better than this, and I think we're gonna reach full speed and start dusting the floor with teams. But it will be too little, too late. Right now,
think it is too
in the
little, too
moment that we're in, Arsenal have bottled it for them.
I thought Rice was good today and he came off quite early.
Yeah, Rice had a good
What
game.
was the
but-
thinking?
What was thinking then?
But-
Marino
but-
more attacking maybe?
Moreno
Maybe,
came on.
maybe.
He
wasn't bad.
more progressive with his
Yeah.
passing. He's more vertical in his play, and he's more comfortable with like being pressed than Rice is. As we saw when he came on, I think he had a good cameo when he.
Like Martinelli came off as well, even though he scored.
Martinelli-
I feel like
Far from a
he,
good
he
game.
just doesn't want to take his man.
I'll
on.
be honest with
The
you.
trust to go on the outside, on the inside, something.
I
He
don't
just goes back.
on the whole pitch.
can't
All
dribble.
22 men that started that game. I think Cucurella, obviously, he got man of the match. He had a good game. I think Rice had an okay
I think
game.
Caicedo was good as well.
I think
Very good.
Fofana was good as well today.
Yes.
Outside of
Saliba
that,
had a good
Neto was
game.
good.
Gusto was good, but he didn't really have
That's
a challenge, to be fair, in Martinelli.
But in terms of like Martinelli, he should have scored as well. He should have scored
In
that
the first
chance on
half,
his left
yeah,
foot.
yeah, yeah. In
And
the
it was,
first
it was such a
Yeah, Gusto
bad shot.
missed
Like, it was so central.
yeah.
Sanchez, the finish.
Gusto missed a glaring open wide goal as well.
Yeah.
Luckily for you guys.
So-
So did Trossard.
Thank
So did
God.
Trossard.
No,
So did Trossard.
that Trossard situation.
Go on.
I don't know if it was offside or not.
No, he was.
Whether it was offside or not.
It wasn't given, obviously.
Whether it was
so,
offside or
even
not, he
so.
missed.
Because
He
he
missed.
missed. But no, I'm saying that
And he's an attacker. He's a striker.
If he missed that and he took it off Havertz as well, then I don't know, man. I'm sick and tired, bro. Like, I feel like we don't have, like, our attack is not threatening enough. Our defense, we know
Credit
it's,
to
it's,
Havertz,
It's,
yeah.
it's 30. Our midfield, it can do the job. Defensively, we're more than sound. We're more than capable. But attacking, we don't have any game
Impetus.
breakers.
There's nothing. There's
We have
nothing.
Saka, we have Erdegaard, obviously, but he's in the midfield. We need another winger. This has not been addressed. Obviously, Arteta has tried to sign countless times attackers that are quote unquote game breakers. We've tried to get Neto, tried to get
and
Mudryk.
Totally safe as well.
Got both of them, to be fair. We
Yeah.
tried to get Sesko before.
Yeah, he said
tried
chill
to
out.
get Rafinha. Like,
he said
Arteta wants it, but I don't know if it was Edu who wasn't bringing
gone
it
now,
in.
isn't
He's cutting as well.
He's gone. No, he's already
He's already gone to Forest.
Yeah, he's cutting.
They're tripling his wages, so I understand why he's
No,
left.
but it's a bigger job though. Much bigger job. He's covering like 5 different clubs.
Yeah, he's covering a lot of
So
clubs.
it makes
yeah.
sense. Like, obviously, he's gone. But Arteta, like, a lot of people are getting onto Arteta saying he's not doing this, he's not doing that. And I was saying at one point, but I'm deep in it. He's tried to sign players that will push us for what we want to achieve. But it's like the board wasn't bringing it in, or Eddie wasn't bringing it in. I don't know what it was. But yeah, this season the attack is not good enough. It's subpar, and
So draw not happy now.
Of course, Joe's not going to
it's
be
a
happy.
loss. May as well have lost.
Of course. But you look, I think Arsenal, for me, in the last 3 seasons, have every season they've regressed. I think the jump this season is much worse, though,
How have
compared
we
to last
regressed
season.
every season? That's how I know you don't watch Arsenal, bro. How
Okay,
do you watch
first-
Arsenal?
first-
This season is the only season that we've been
I said this season was worse. I said
No,
this
you said
season
we've
was worse.
regressed every season.
Okay, let me
This
break
is
it down.
our
Let me
worst
break it down.
season.
Let me break it down.
I asked you how.
Okay, I'm gonna say how. In
Speak.
Arsenal's first season, they were probably the most prolific and attacking I've ever seen them. Yeah, I'm talking about that first season when they almost won the Premier League,
21,
right?
22. Or
If that's
no,
the season, when you at the
22,
end,
23.
yeah. And then the next season, Arteta wanted to change things around and shore up the defense, which I'm okay with, but he lost a lot going forward. But now it's even more worse because, yes, defensively, you want to be but Arsenal, even defensively, this season have not been great. They've conceded a lot of goals.
Had
They've-
10 men.
they've-
I'm not going to say every episode.
no. But I'm saying the point. Look, you want to say 10 men and 10 men whatnot. It's not. That's not the issue. I'm saying the fundamentals of Arsenal this season have been defensively.
Defend first.
Yeah, defend first. And even then, you have not even been looking
Amazing at that.
Amazing. Whether it's forget the goals. I'm saying teams have been going up to Arsenal and had confidence that they could get something. That's not, for me, a team that you would call a title contending
yeah.
team. And then going forward, you've lost a lot compared to your first season when you challenged. And looking at all of that, that's not recruitment or whatnot. That's up to the manager. And for me, Arteta has lost his ways and it's only getting worse. And for me, this season, if he doesn't win anything, does he have to go?
No, we have to win something this season. Otherwise, if you don't win any trophies this season, then yeah.
Take care.
A conversation, like, we need to start looking at other managers, obviously, if he doesn't win anything in his, what's it, 6th season. But going back to your point of us regressing, I think it just shows your understanding of the game and what you look for. You look for more aesthetically pleasing things, as I always say, rather than like what you're getting from the players and everything. In the first season when we was good, 2022, 2023, we were good at attacking games, scoring. We was fun and exciting to watch, which as a rival, cool, you might want to, as a whatever. Neutral, whatever, you want to see us play a nice, fun football. You don't want to see a snooze fest. But we were losing games. We were losing leads. We couldn't hold on to leads.
In the first season?
Yeah, then the second season, we used to lose leads. There was a problem, and we couldn't see out games. If we did finish a game,
It was only towards the end of the season,
2-1
though.
or 3-1 or 3-2. The second season, which is last season, that's the season where we were getting results like 4-1, 5-0 at you lot, 6-1, all that. So we were better last season. This season, understandably, we're worse. The defensive thing, I'm not really hearing it. As I've said, we've had 10 men, we've had injuries
Yeah, we've
all
mentioned
across
it.
the back line, but we talk about it every week. But Arsenal have
Even
not
midweek
been
though,
good
you lost
enough.
again in the Champions League
Yeah,
though.
we've not been good enough. But we've had injuries
Going
bro.
forward,
We've
bad.
got
But injuries,
have-
Arsenal's injury crisis is so minuscule
You say that. You
So
say that.
many
You say
compared to other
it,
teams,
my
though.
you
God.
say it. You say it every season.
It's niche.
You say it every season.
Compared
This
to
season
other
is actually
teams.
bad, bro.
Oh my god, bro.
Compared to what team?
The top six,
Compared
your
to
top
what
6
team?
rivals.
Compared to what team do we have?
Your top 6 rivals in general. Okay, Chelsea last season was.
We're talking about this season.
I'm
even
saying,
this
that's what I'm
season.
saying.
I'm talking
That's
about
what we
this
call a
season.
crisis.
Even
I'm
this
talking
season.
about this season.
Even this season.
You
Best
just made a
best
statement.
injury-free team.
Give me PEE. What I told me.
No. I'm saying I'm not saying this season. I'm saying
So what are you talking
Arsenal
about?
fans
So
know.
what are you talking about?
Arsenal, you-
What Arsenal fans?
What are we talking about?
Okay, so let me
'cause
let me
don't
explain to you.
though, because
No,
what
but
are
you're
you
not even letting
actually
me.
talking
You're not letting me
crash
say what
out,
I'm
yeah,
saying.
crash out.
What
This
you guys
season-
know as an injury crisis is not an injury
No.
crisis. Wallahi, I said that.
What did he just say? I just started talking.
Yes, I said this
Fix
season.
your face. I said this season
Okay.
Arsenal have had injuries. You said you lot don't have an injury crisis compared to other teams. So what am I talking? Am I not talking about this season?
What- but I'm saying-
Am I talking about flipping 2019, bro?
But what you know as an injury crisis is not an injury crisis.
I
That's my
I
point.
wasn't talking about old season. I'm talking about this season. Why are you talking about old season? I'm talking about
Because
this
that's
season.
what you call an injury crisis.
I'm not comparing injury crisis. I'm talking about this
But-
season. You're
even-
telling me that we don't have an injury crisis.
Yes, you don't. You don't.
But I didn't even say it was a crisis. I just said we have loads of injuries. You said, oh, there's nothing
Loads
about
of
your
injuries is an injury crisis, right? Surely.
Yeah.
A crisis is all over your team.
Injury crisis-
We've had injuries everywhere. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. You're telling me that we don't have an injury crisis compared to other teams.
You're
I'm
shifting.
asking
You're shifting the blame.
I'm not at all.
Yes, you are. Yes, you
I
are.
said that we've had injuries.
Talk about your team, bro.
Let me land. You said that we've had injuries. No, I said that we've had injuries.
Yeah.
Then you said to me, no, compared to the top 6, you don't have injuries like that. Then I said, compared to who? And you said, nah, in other seasons it's not the same.
No.
But Chelsea had more injuries than you last season.
You want to narrow it down to this season. I'm saying what we know in football as an injury
but I'm talking
crisis.
about this season. Like, why are you talking about last season?
Further,
Why are you talking about last
they're
season?
North Pole, South
Why are you
Pole.
talking about last
North
season?
Pole, South Pole.
See, when you talk rubbish,
North
bro.
Pole, South Pole.
What does that mean?
That's the difference.
What does that
You-
mean?
What?
You're saying North Pole, South Pole about injuries. What are you
Okay.
talking about?
No, what I
You talk.
Okay,
You
fine.
said some rubbish.
Have it.
Just say that you said rubbish.
You know what?
Alright,
It's better. It's better.
Just say that you said rubbish.
For me
I'll
as a
move on.
rival, is I'm happy that you shift the blame to injuries and whatnot.
Alright, man.
And the more you
Who
do
has
it,
shifted the blame? Who shifted the blame? He doesn't listen to
No,
me.
but that's what
He
you are
doesn't
doing. That's
listen
what
to
you are
me,
doing.
bro.
That's what
He
you are
doesn't listen to
doing.
me.
You don't
You don't
want to
listen to
take
me.
accountability for your team.
You don't. Has he been listening to me? Have I taken accountability?
I just want to say this last
Okay,
point.
quick.
I just
Okay,
want
one
last
more point. I'm taking charge of this now.
The fact is, I said to him, midweek you lost again, and then he said yes because we have loads of injuries. I said, okay, what loads of injuries do you have? You want to talk about loads of injuries? You had Odegaard out. That's it.
No, Odegaard midweek, cool.
And he was back, by the way. He was back. He wasn't fit
Odegaard
to
is out.
start.
Come.
Okay, who else?
He was out.
Calafiori.
Who else?
He's injured.
Calafiori.
Starter.
Yeah.
That's it. Just them two.
Starter and the captain injured.
Okay.
But-
Them two, that's it.
Okay.
But within the season, no, you're talking about one game. I'm talking
But I
about the
said-
season
but-
as a collective.
but you
bro.
got angry at me for
I'm talking
saying
about the season
midweek-
as a collective.
But you got angry at me for saying
How did I get
midweek
angry at
you lost and you put it down to injuries and not to blame Arsenal. Why?
I said we've been bad, but we've had injuries.
Why is
Have
it
we not
always
had
buts?
injuries?
Why is it always buts? If okay, that team Arsenal midweek, should they win?
What if we?
That team Arsenal that you played in the Champions League, should they win?
It's a bad side, bro. It's so
It's a
defensive.
simple question. It's a
so
yes or no. It's a yes or no. It's a yes or no. Do you think Arsenal going into that game, you expect them to win?
Obviously, I want my team to win.
No,
but
expect. I don't say one. I said expect.
I don't know.
So you
I don't know.
listen,
You
listen,
have no
play.
creativity.
Okay.
You have no creativity.
That's what I think, yeah.
How
That's
can
what
I expect
think.
us to
That's
win?
what
I've got no
I think
creativity.
our tactics can only go so far, and it comes down to personnel at the end of the day. I think two of their front three, Havertz and Martinelli, are not good enough to be.
Who else did they start from in the top
That's
six?
what I'm saying. And they don't start from many teams in the top six or in the Premier in general. But what I'm saying is, those two might have to get replaced for Arsenal to reach the next level. Because
Martinelli first.
tactics he's a very good manager, very good coach.
I've always said
I
he's a
think
good
one of the
manager.
best in the world.
Yeah, and I said it's very difficult to
what he's
replace
done
him
with
as
this
well.
Arsenal team is amazing.
Yeah.
I really, really rate it, and he's built it from the ground up, really and truly. Let's be honest. But it can only go so far, and it's gonna hit a ceiling, and Arsenal have hit that ceiling because the personnel in that attack, and the team in general, beyond the defense, which is obviously really good.
not bad.
It's not. I don't think it's
bad.
good enough.
It's not bad.
In terms of midfield and attack.
Yeah.
I don't think there's enough creativity. There's not enough goals in general. There's not enough chance creation. So for Arsenal to reach the very, very, very top, it's not a coaching issue. It is a personnel issue. So get Arteta, a world-class winger, a very good striker.
They had a lot-
And maybe one more midfielder.
Yeah.
I think he can do damage with that team.
you know,
I
but-
really
but-
do.
Just get him a world
The
class
ceiling
winger.
now, yeah.
But
the
they
ceiling.
had
just get him Liao.
Yeah, and Arsenal have now they're capped. They're capped until they can. You get me? But
I think everyone else around them is getting better as well.
let's continue the game. Talk about the game. We haven't talked about Chelsea.
I think Chelsea were
How
not.
do you think Chelsea played?
I don't think Chelsea were bad. I think we could have done better.
Yeah,
But
we
knowing,
could have done better, I think.
knowing what was at stake, obviously, if we lost, Arsenal would have went 3 points ahead of us, which is not great. And I think a draw is not the worst result, knowing what we're playing for. Because if we were playing for the title, it's different.
Yeah.
And like I said, this season is probably the perfect season for a team other than City to win the Premier League. And I'm more
Chelsea?
annoyed at that part that we can't win today. We're 3 points behind City.
You could maybe do something.
No,
You never know.
sorry, we're 1 point behind City or something like that. Let me make sure.
If you won today,
If we won today, it would have either been 3 points or 1 point behind City.
obviously it's a wild dream.
It's a wild dream, but it's not.
But
It's not far off.
If you continue winning,
That's far off.
it is far off.
No, I'm saying this
It
season
far
is
off.
probably the best,
best
chance.
time
That's what I'm saying.
possible,
It's not crazy for me to
Yeah,
say.
so maybe if
I
you
would
won
have
it-
loved Chelsea to make some sort of push for the Premier League.
Yeah, but you're playing for top 4.
Exactly, which is
So
why
in
I'm
the
saying.
grand scheme of things-
Which is why I'm saying a draw is not the worst result.
Yeah, it's not.
As I said
okay.
at the start, but he told me shush.
No, I'm saying for Chelsea, but I'm saying as a fan, of course I'm annoyed. That's what
a
I'm
fan, yeah.
point.
You wanna beat Arsenal,
Yeah, of course.
London
yeah.
rivals, you wanna win the
I
game,
don't know
yeah.
why you're telling me I'm not annoyed and
Yeah.
you're more angry than me. I'm probably as angry as you are, or upset as you are.
Yeah.
But look,
I
listen.
think standout performers, Caicedo,
Neto was great as well.
Cucurella, obviously they got the Sky Sports
Cucurella.
man of the match.
Yeah.
Neto, I thought was really good. I think
Fofana.
Jackson and Palmer weren't cutting it for me.
Subpar.
Jackson, especially in that first half, his touches were really heavy.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the time Chelsea rely on him to be able to beat a press.
Yes.
Where you can drop in between the lines.
Yeah.
But he just couldn't get it today to stick. So Chelsea couldn't really advance. I think Palmer, obviously, as we said, didn't really impose himself on the game.
Yeah.
Lavia got injured and came off early for Enzo, who when he came on, I think
the great cameo.
sometimes it's hard to match the pace of the game when you come on, but I think for half an hour he was quite good. Surprised me. I thought he'd come on and struggle physically against a very
He was celebrating. He was celebrating when he came on.
Yeah. Jam actually was celebrating and was saying, "Come on!" when Enzo came on, only for him to actually have quite a good game.
Quite a good game.
I think Caicedo, Cucurella in particular.
Yeah. In general, look.
I mean?
Overall, there weren't many great performers out there.
in the game in general.
In the game in general, yeah. But look, like I said, 1-1, not a bad result for Chelsea, and probably a season-ending result for Arsenal.
Well,
Probably.
potentially.
In terms of what they want to do.
In terms of
what they want to achieve.
Because now to build momentum back again, I think the international break came a good time for Arsenal. I do think.
Yeah,
maybe
in terms of
reset.
regrouping and that.
Yeah, regrouping. They haven't won many games. 2 wins in 7, something like that.
No, they have. They've not won in the last
League's
4.
done, bro. Like, what we talking
Yeah, no, but I'm saying
They've not won in the last 4.
I think if
League's done.
Yeah, it might be done, but yeah.
And they won't win the Champions League as well.
So
So it's going to be another season where they won't win a major trophy.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
But then they have to start looking at the transfer window now.
They say that every
Stick with
season.
that.
They say that every season, but they never get there.
Yeah, we'll talk about that another time, how Arsenal can move forward. But I think for this game, 1-1, both teams went amazing, and I think a draw was the good reflection of the game.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
so I think.
But okay, anyways.
Wow.
Let's be able to have maybe a less heated debate.
Guys, but you can understand that Chelsea, Arsenal, two, fans of each side.
Yeah.
It's gonna get heated. It's gonna get,
Okay.
you know what I mean. So
Let's
even though there was a lot of
move on,
screaming there, but
let's move on.
we move on now.
Manchester City versus Brighton and Hove Albion. I said the whole name.
Amex.
I said the whole full name. 2-1
Was the Amex, right? Yeah,
at the Amex,
Yeah.
and Brighton won 2-1. I was actually watching that game. You guys watching that game?
I did indeed watch that game, and I thought Brighton were brilliant.
Obviously, Haaland.
Brilliant Brighton, BB.
Brilliant Brighton. One more. We need one more.
Brilliant Brighton. Bang. I can't lie to you. That second half especially.
Yeah, more so the second half.
I can't lie. Brighton destroyed Man City.
Yeah.
Destroyed. They were popping them around.
Yeah.
At one point I said, who's Brighton, who's City?
It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, obviously City opened a scoring, Haaland.
Yeah.
And then equaliser through João Pedro, who come off the bench.
Yeah.
And the winner by Matt
O'Reilly.
O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Who that was a Premier League debut. Because he got injured in pre-season.
Okay.
When he signed from
Where did he get it from?
Celtic. Good player. Really good player. And he
Yeah,
come
yeah.
on and scored the winner, tidy finish in the corner. On his debut to get the winner against the Premier League champions.
Not bad.
Not bad debut.
Not bad debut.
Not bad debut, but Brighton.
You know what? You want to know my opinion about City? I genuinely believe City just don't care. Wallah, I'll be honest. That's.
Nah, they do.
No.
Bro, they do. That's nuts.
I think they've
and
lost.
I'll tell you why.
Oh, wait. I think they've lost motivation.
No.
I think it's very
never.
difficult to motivate a team
That's won 4 Premier Leagues in a row.
that's won 4 Premier Leagues in a row and to motivate a manager that's won it all as well.
I don't think they don't care.
But okay, listen. Shall I tell you what the motivation was last season for City?
What?
Let's break the record. Not win the Premier League, let's break the record.
Yeah, for 4 in a row.
What is their motivation this season? I'm watching City. You know, it's like
keep on winning.
It's like having the same meal every day. Imagine having rice and chicken, bland rice, bland chicken every day.
But
no.
okay,
Let's be honest. Can you have rice and chicken every day?
You know when João Pedro scored, Haaland screaming, saying, "Guys, come on!"
But I'm saying from the way they're playing, to me, it seems as though
it's like
they
physical.
have lost motivation to win the Premier League.
I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't go that far.
I genuinely
Because to
so.
keep on winning, like everyone wants to win.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as like motivation. Like, I don't think that's the case.
Yeah.
I really think that they're falling off now.
I don't think so.
I think
they
spiral. 100
City
million
for me can regroup and win the league if they want to.
Can
That's
they?
the way I see it.
Can they?
Wallahi, they can. Of course they can, bro. They have exactly what it takes
They
to do
can.
so. But for me,
I don't think they will.
The way I see it is like Pep is on his way out.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
He's gonna go,
anyways.
he's gonna go.
Obviously, it's not confirmed, but I feel like he's on his way
I think
out.
this is last season.
A lot of these City players are aging. Even in the summer, they didn't even decide to replace Alvarez. And that to me is like, City wanted to really win the league. They would probably, even if they don't need to, they probably would have done so anyways.
No backup striker, yeah.
No backup striker. And then you look at everything in general, the way they're playing, the players in general, lackluster, no intention to actually really put pressure on opponents. It's like when they go 1-0 up, it's like, okay, we'll try to see this through. They don't have the motivation. For me, that's the way, I might be wrong, but that's the way when I'm watching City, I don't really fear City no more.
Yeah.
City are not a fearful team.
I feel like it's silly to not be fearful of City. I just feel like they have Haaland up top who's not going to do anything without the creativity.
Yeah.
They don't have KDB. KDB's been out.
came back.
Obviously, he came back.
He came back, yeah,
but
just
he
came
didn't have
back.
a great performance.
Yeah.
He's fresh on.
Yeah.
Foden has not hit the ground.
He was
running at
poor,
all this
really,
season.
really
He's been
poor
very
again.
slow. And then his other wingers, what do they have? They've got Doku, who's a bit all over the place. Like he's not really a creative player, so to speak. Savinho's a good player.
Savio's the only sort of like
Exciting.
Gundogan's
yeah,
come in.
good to see
Gundogan hasn't been as impressive as everybody thought he was going to be. So I feel like it's silly to be.
But what's it
not
stemmed
afraid
out
of
to?
them.
What do you think it stemmed out? Because for me, I think it's lack of motivation.
Season, I said that lack of motivation. Obviously, they've won too much. They're not going to win. Like not going to win. Obviously, I said last season that I feel like they had won too many times, so they've lost the motivation. But at the end of the day, as we know that Pep's probably not going to be around for too much longer. If he's going, he's going to be telling them this season, guys, this is my last season, so you might be saying that to them. I don't think they're going to have any sort of loss of mentality. I just feel like they don't have the personnel that they need
Personnel,
right
I'm
now.
gonna say personnel.
But
Injuries.
I feel like they're going to win the league, man. I don't
I still think they're as good.
Will win it.
I don't think they're as good.
I don't think that's good. And
They got Matthias Nunez playing left wing, who's a midfielder. On the right, they got Savio, yeah. But then they got Gundogan and Foden in midfield with Kovacic. And they just don't seem like they're just not working.
Yeah,
and then they're not really playing with Haaland.
It's the worst that we've seen them in the probably last
In Pep's time here, I think.
But the way they
Other than
started the
the
league,
first
remember, we were saying they might go invincible.
I wasn't saying
But
that.
also, we were saying that.
I didn't believe that.
Okay,
But the way they started was nuts.
it was good, and the way Haaland started as well was great. And then from there,
man.
everything just went downhill. And look, I think it's like the first time in Pep Guardiola's career that he's lost 4 in a row.
Yes,
and it's the first time in City's career since 2006 that they've lost 4 in a row. So that for me only points to one thing, and there's lack of motivation.
Downward spiral.
It's a lack of motivation.
That might be part of it.
It is.
That might be part
it
of
might not be the whole thing, but I think genuinely it has to be because their team is not bad. Their team in their squad right now, I think 80% probably won the Premier League twice. Yeah, so they know how to win the Premier League. But for me, it seems as though they are content with their careers. And probably, look, it might require a new manager. And I'm not saying Pep is the problem. Pep is, of course, far from the problem.
He is.
It might require... No, he's not.
He is.
Why is he
Because why can't Pep Guardiola, the greatest manager of all time,
Yeah.
I don't think so, but a lot
I think he
of
is.
people's
I
opinion,
think he is.
why can't he adapt his squad to play without Rodri? He knew Rodri got injured from time ago from the Arsenal game.
Yeah.
Yet has still not found the formula, found the consistent way for Man City to play in a different way without Rodri. They're playing the same way, but with Kovacic. You can't do that. It's not the
But
same.
that's the
at all.
problem. They don't have a direct replacement for Rodri.
Why can't Pep, the coach manager, change it?
But you're asking for a lot.
there's still
Rodri was the system.
Rodri
was the system.
Don't give me that.
Rodri was the system.
So change the system.
But he's done that so many... Why are we acting like Pep hasn't...
There are still many good players in that team. And he can't find the way. Pep, the GOAT, the greatest. Come on, bro.
But why
Pep is the issue right now. Why is that the issue?
No, he's not.
Of course he is.
Why are we acting like Pep hasn't every season like changed his system every season. Changed the way City's playing.
And right now he hasn't.
It's about this season.
No, okay, but you
It's a
can't
bit of
say
both.
Pep is
I
the
feel like
problem.
personnel and Pep.
No, but Pep's a big factor to this. I'm telling you.
But
He knows.
Rodri is probably a bigger miss than Haaland.
He is.
Yeah, exactly. So he's
So
probably
find a way.
he's the most integral player, right? So you take that player out, a lot of managers in the world is gonna find a solution to that
A
problem.
lot of managers in the world. Pep Guardiola is not just any manager in the world.
but he's-
if he's the greatest manager of all time, by the way, since football started, and we're seeing him right now. Surely he's gonna find a way to adapt his team, his great Man City team, to play without Rodri.
No.
Come on.
We're talking like they're playing like bombs, bro. They've lost
they
two
lost
games.
four.
They lost 4 games in a row.
They haven't
They've been
won. They
shocking.
haven't won in the
We're
last
talking
four.
about in the
Sorry.
Premier. We're talking about in the Premier League. We're talking
The-
about
the
No,
last
they
four
lost
games.
4 in a row. No, stuff
not in the
all
Premier League.
competitions.
All
Yeah, all
comps.
competitions. Yeah,
But what, by Sporting 4-1.
1. Yeah. Your
They've
boy-
been playing really bad. Not just what's worse than
No,
bombs.
wallahi, they've been playing bad this
They've
season.
been
And
no,
even
they've been
earlier
shocking.
when they're winning,
Bro, Brighton destroyed them.
Yeah.
Wallahi, second half was
Yeah,
peak,
they
bro.
got-
Yeah.
They should have scored a lot more goals.
No.
It's like City weren't even City, like the City that we know.
even the games
They
they were
were really
winning,
bad.
even the games they were winning, they weren't great either.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's a reactionary thing. It's a thing that's been coming.
It's been brewing for a minute.
It's been brilliant, and
You know what
now
I mean?
it's like
And can we talk about Kyle Walker, how bad he was yesterday? Stunk up the gaff against Brighton. Oh my God. There's times where there was a minute, like we just made 4 mistakes in a row. It's like he forgot how to pass. He doesn't look as physically capable as he used to, which is what he had going for him, really, because Kyle Walker is not
pace, power.
You know what I mean? Like doesn't
strong.
excel in many areas of
outside
other than his pace and power.
No.
Which is
let's
kind of
not
declining.
let's not downplay Kyle Walker.
I'm not downplaying him. It's true.
We're talking about if we want to go back.
If yeah, we no. Let's not go back. Let's talk about the present.
No,
It's
okay,
now.
but you're saying now he is, but you're saying that's what he had going for him.
It is.
It's been
That's
beyond
his main
that as well.
attributes. That's his main attribute. Let's be honest.
No, but defensively,
Can't really cross.
he's still very secure.
Not really good defensively.
He's secure defensively.
He can't really. You know what I mean? Like he's not good going forward.
Can't be
really
loyal to
good.
his wife.
No, he's not
I mean-
really great going forward. Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, obviously, we'll get into it another time where, like,
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever been as good as Trent, for example. You know, I think Trent's been better than him. I think Trent's a better
It's a
player.
debate.
I think
It's a-
Trent's higher all time than Kyle Walker, if you want to say ability-wise and whether they're and all that stuff.
But
Do you get me?
what do you use to measure?
Obviously,
it, though?
Walker's won
What's the
more.
measuring stick though?
I think Trent's much better ability-wise, much better in every
Oh,
aspect.
of course, but
in every aspect.
But
of the
Trent
game.
is better than 99% right backs ability
Yeah,
wise
yeah,
anyway.
but I'm saying people put Kyle Walker in higher upper echelons. I'm just
But not
putting-
ability. They don't put him
putting
up-
I'm putting him there as well.
They don't put him up above Trent ability wise though.
People put him above Gary Neville. He's not above Gary Neville for me.
You
for
are
example.
flipping insane.
And I
He's
think
above Gary
I think
Neville.
he's declining rapidly, and yesterday showed it.
No.
Against Brighton.
He's not declining rapidly. The guy is
Yes.
like 30 something, bro.
And
He's
he's declining
he's been
rapidly.
playing in the Prem for over 10 years.
Top level for a long time.
So let's not
Spurs
downplay.
days.
But right now,
This season he's been getting
Stinks.
stripped.
yeah, this season more so.
He
He's
stinks
not
this season.
been
He
he's
stinks.
not been great, and you can see the age is catching up to him. I don't know what it is, but age seems to be catching up to him. But
about Brighton,
let's
bro.
talk about
Wow.
Brighton, who are let's see where they are in the table. I think they're
sixth.
quite up there.
They're sixth in the league right now.
Okay,
On 19 points, I believe.
yeah.
Wow.
That can't be sixth.
They're sixth.
No, they've not lost a lot of games. I'll be honest.
They're sixth on 19.
Let me check.
João Pedro came off
They
the
are
bench and
sixth
scored.
with 19 points. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of talent in their squad.
They're only 4 points behind City, man.
But yesterday, thing didn't start. Carlos Baleba
He didn't start, but he came on. He changed
came
the
on.
game.
It was Hinshelwood and Ayari or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is not their strongest midfield.
but
'Cause
Baleba
O'Reilly
should
and
be
Baleba, when they came on, I think that's their best midfield too.
Baleba more so. He's very exciting.
Having a very good
Baleba's very good.
Very,
yeah.
very
Baleba's like a
exciting.
mini Caicedo. You know what I mean? Like it's like a
He's
Caicedo light.
more lengthy though.
Caicedo light. Yeah, he's obviously a bit
lengthy. Yeah,
taller.
yeah, he's lengthy.
But a bit lengthy. But I'm saying like he does
I think he's like 20 as well.
excel in many areas of the pitch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And obviously Brighton, look, very, very impressive start for a debut season. The youngest manager ever in the Premier League.
Was he 34?
Fabian Herzler. I'm not sure how old he is, but he's very young.
Very good.
And look, he's top 6, and you can't fault him for what he's done this season, man. But yeah,
To pop Man City around like that.
very, very
A
impressive.
struggling Man City, but
Very impressive.
still City nonetheless.
Well done.
Very, very good for
Let's
Brighton.
talk about your team, man. I know you're itching.
Manchester United 3, Leicester City 0 in Ruud van Nistelrooy's last game.
Second Premier League season.
Yeah,
Premier
in
League,
his last game
yeah.
as United interim manager, and it's been a pleasure. Ruud, can we get around the front of Ruud van Nistelrooy, please? Respect for one of the greatest
No, but
strikers.
you're doing manager,
Respect
though.
for one of the greatest strikers in history.
You're doing manager though, but
Quick clap for him. Quick clap. Manager,
Yeah.
player, Van Nistelrooy in
But,
general.
but Arsenal fans don't have a great history with him. So
Oh, yeah, he was popping him around. He ended
not
the
really
unbeaten streak.
about popping around, but they
was.
didn't like they didn't like
didn't
each
like
other.
him as a player,
They
yeah.
like each other.
But yeah,
but as a player, I'll give him his.
As a manager, he's on 3 out of 4.
As a manager is not bad, but he's a rival manager. I can't really.
He's not a rival manager, he's interim, he's kind.
I can't.
Just respect him. But no, but listen, it's
Yeah,
calm
listen.
anyway. 3-0, goals from Bruno Fernandes, an own goal.
Yeah, don't give that.
How did he celebrate that?
Alejandro
goal?
Garnacho, huh?
Why did he celebrate that goal?
Who?
Bruno.
Why did he celebrate?
Yeah. The own goal.
He said because he scored. Or
I don't
his
think
team
he's
scored.
I
aware.
don't think I touched him.
He's vexed. His team scored, yeah.
No, but I'm saying he's doing like the Ronaldo, like he.
No, he goes hit here, so he missed it. He's saying he missed it. He missed it. He just celebrated. His team
he's
scored.
saying he missed it.
Own goal, like goal. His United
celebrate,
scored.
but he
he touched
celebrated
it,
like he
touched it.
scored.
Yeah.
As if
So?
it came off him.
Like, how do you know? How do you know he done that? Yeah, that's from your perspective.
Because I watched the celebration. Innit?
Okay, he's saying this, and he's running off with his teammates, pointing to his thigh.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, anyway, Bruno, that first goal,
Good
ball,
goal. Good
ball
goal.
striking premium. That is one of the best strikers of the ball in Europe. You know, one of his many
did he say?
attributes.
What did he say
I
again?
realize I don't give enough Bruno prop.
You don't.
I don't.
You don't.
And off camera, guys, genuinely ask anyone I know. I talk about Bruno all the time. I think he is sublime.
But no, God.
And that was his, of course, that was his 250th United game, and he has, I believe, 159 goal contribution.
You know me as a rival
Oh
fan.
my god!
I'm able
What
to
a joke of a
appreciate.
stat.
I'm able to appreciate Bruno Fernandes.
Thank you.
I think
Thank you very
I think he's a top player.
Thank you very much.
At the start, look, you like the first version of him, the one that was scoring
My
all the
favorite version of Bruno
is now.
is not right now. I think this season has been quite subpar.
Not right now. I'm saying this version of him.
good under
Not
Van
this
Dijk.
season.
It's not my favorite version. No, it's not.
Not the one where he was scoring the goals.
My favorite version is Bruno's first full season,
No.
2020-2021, where we got to Europa League final.
I think the season after that.
and we lost, but we came second in the league. Second in the league, yeah, we came second in the league. That's my favorite Bruno version. I can't lie to you. That's mine.
Not when he came in January. That 6 months. No way.
No, the August from then, August 2020 to
Maybe
that
I,
season.
I don't remember that fondly, but I know,
Yeah,
I
that's my favorite Bruno.
know
Obviously right now
the
is
recent Bruno is
amazing.
my favorite version of Bruno.
I think this season's been quite slow for him in general.
Yeah.
Obviously, like we can get into it with Ten Hag and stuff and all that. We don't need to, but
No
brilliant
Ten Hag
goal.
rant this week.
Huh?
No Ten Hag. No Ten Hag.
not here
rant.
anymore.
Yeah, I know.
He's gone yard, so
Is
I don't
that-
have to rant about him.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll let him chill now.
You don't. No, that's my point.
Every week
Yeah,
is the
it's
hard
done
one
now,
usually.
it's done
yeah,
now,
yeah,
yeah,
Now,
so-
now it's just rude appreciation. That Garnacho goal was very good, sublime goal. But what annoyed me about that Garnacho goal was obviously like after the Chelsea game, he was getting a lot of criticism from fans. I don't want to say abuse. I don't think he reached that level, but he was getting criticised, and rightfully so, for the performance against Chelsea, for being greedy and wasteful. And I think as a young player, when you're playing for United, you are going to get scrutinised. So for him to see all that on the internet, I think it should be okay for him. He should be like, okay, let me ignore it. I don't know why he's on the internet in the first place. I mean, let's work on your game, you know? There's been times in the past where players have been destroyed, abused online, young players, and they've taken it well, and they've taken it as motivation. But Garnacho scored the goal and didn't celebrate.
Screwing his face.
And Bruno said it's because he felt like a lot of fans lost faith in him. And to not celebrate at Old Trafford after a goal like that is really, for me, that's just very, very poor from Garnacho. And I understand he's been criticised by fans, but there's always going to be a section of fans who criticise you, who get onto you. As a young player, you should ignore that. You play for Manchester United. There's not going to be a single day where you're not a talking point. United is one of the biggest clubs in the world. So for you to get upset over it, it just doesn't bode well for the future for me. I think he needs to block all that out, get off the internet, because after the Chelsea game, where he must have seen on social media what fans were saying about him and saying he's greedy and stuff, he put up a cryptic message on his Instagram story as a response for it. What are you doing? And I love Garnacho, and I think he can be part of a squad that is successful. I really, really do. But the side of him that is on social media too much, and his brother is obviously like really
His younger brother
active on
is
Roberto
not-
Garnacho.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
He's on Twitter too much.
A lot.
You know, so I just think
It doesn't help Garnacho at all as well. It doesn't.
At all. So he needs to block the social media side, focus on your game, improve your game. You play for United. You will get criticised. You will get talked about.
Does it worry you the way that he responded to that?
Yes, it does.
After one game, and also he had a good start to the
Very
season as
worrying.
well. So everyone was
You
like,
know?
hyping him up at the start of the season, but as soon as they switch it on him, rightfully so as well.
You know what I mean? Rightfully so. And like it seems like whenever he gets criticised, he just gets upset. Like, and this time, this was the
not a-
furthest one.
not a good look.
To not celebrate at Old Trafford. People who paid tickets to come watch you and watch your team, and he scored a really, really good goal. What are you all about? It's fantastic. You scored a lot of great goals in your United career. That's one of them. Let's not celebrate in front of the fans at Old Trafford. Come on, Alejandro.
You know what it is, yeah? I think
That's
it's
poor.
very difficult for us as fans to know what it's like to be a player.
Yeah, obviously, like, okay, that's a good point. That's a good
It's
point. That's a good
very
point. That's a good
difficult. So
point.
you don't know
That's a good point,
the
yeah.
level of maybe not abuse, but
In the DMs and that.
yeah.
But I'm on social media myself. And I've tweeted about Garnacho
How would you
myself, and I've
respond
seen
then?
the tweets.
How would you respond?
Me?
Scored a goal.
I've scored a goal. and I'd be like, I celebrate with my teammates, I'd hug them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't walk to the halfway line and just do this, head down, seeking attention from my teammates, saying, "Oh, it's calm," kiss him in the head. No,
That's not how you're gonna win the fans over.
not at all. Not like see
want
my
them on your
reaction
side.
now. I don't feel sorry for him. I don't.
What was the general consensus after the game about that celebration? Was anyone picking up on it?
Not really. No, I just think
Maybe it's not
A
that
lot- a
big.
lot-
Maybe
a
it's not
lot-
that big of an issue then.
maybe it's not. Maybe I'm making a meal out of it.
Yeah.
You got criticised right after a game where you didn't play well in. Cause calm, move on, celebrate with the team, tell the fans, give them a thumbs up,
Yeah.
let them know you're still on their side, and let's move on. Don't make it about yourself, and don't make it a talking point where like, oh, you're upset now, fans abused me. No, come on, Garnacho, you're better than this. Let's move on from it. Great goal from you, and I'm very happy with the 3-0 win. Van Nistelrooy, it's been an absolute pleasure. My boy, legend, everything. And as of the 11th of November 2024, Ruben Amorim takes charge
You excited?
of Manchester United, and Amorim era begins. I'm so gassed.
How long is the era gonna last, you reckon?
Hopefully,
I'm giving him 2 seasons.
Hopefully, 10 plus years of nothing but success, trophies, legacy, transformation of the greatest club on earth, with the rich history of the
You're not the greatest club of all time.
We have the richest history.
You're not the greatest club of all
Get
time.
But we're
lost.
the richest.
AC
You're
Milan,
the
Real
greatest
Madrid.
In 1958.
Oh, go away, man.
My Buzzy Babes, unfortunately, had a plane crash in Munich. And you know how people like Bobby Charlton survived. You know, we're a club of rich history and legacy.
Not the greatest club of all time.
That's debatable.
Okay,
I'm
but
saying,
don't-
I'm saying,
you give
I'm
that
saying,
out very
I'm
loosely.
saying in terms of history, we're rich. And don't mention Bayern and AC Milan. Please, just mention Barca Madrid.
AC Milan, Barca Madrid.
AC Milan, go.
AC Milan. First of all, AC Milan have the third or second
Real
most.
Madrid.
AC Milan have the third or second most Champions Leagues in history.
It's not about Champions League. It's not about that.
Why is it not?
The greatest and biggest competition of all
It's
time.
not more than that.
How many Serie A's have they?
We have more fans than AC Milan.
What does that mean, though?
Okay, see, look.
That doesn't mean that you're the greatest club.
But
Okay, it's part of it. Okay,
it's part of it.
Okay,
But
part of
okay, Real Madrid, no problem. I'll hear it.
Barcelona.
After that,
It's Barcelona.
United, Barcelona. There's a combo.
You've lost your mind.
100%. Okay,
You've
okay.
lost your mind.
Madrid, Barca, United, Bayern, AC Milan.
So you started at the top.
Maybe when they
then
were
you had
ranked
second,
maybe
third.
when they were ranked the greatest clubs in the world.
We might do a video on that.
Obviously,
That's
the top
good.
10 won't involve your clubs, but I'll argue my club. You know, for top 5, whatever.
no.
So I don't know if it's just me video on my own, and you guys I guess support me. I don't know, but you know,
No, Chelsea,
3-0.
Chelsea have a say to be top 10 Premier League, top 10 teams, greatest team.
Yeah, you have to leave it.
Top
Hey,
10,
see, even you don't believe it.
top 10
Top 10
top
what?
10 greatest teams of all time. They have a great argument to be that.
No, you don't.
Top 10 is not
Top 10, broski.
Name 10 right now.
United,
Yeah.
Real Madrid,
Yeah.
Barcelona.
Yeah.
Then you have Bayern Munich.
Okay.
Then you have Atletico Madrid. Then you have
Really?
AC
Wait,
Milan.
Atletico Madrid? You giving
then
Atletico
you
Madrid?
have Inter Milan.
Okay.
Then we start getting into teams like
But
Liverpool.
Okay.
Sorry, Liverpool.
Yeah,
Not sorry.
Liverpool.
Then you have Juventus.
Okay, and then Chelsea probably sneak in 10.
Come on, bro. Did I say Bayern Munich?
You said Bayern Munich already. You said
I
AC
said
Milan.
AC Milan.
So Chelsea.
No, so
they have an argument.
You might be creeping into the top 10.
Well, why say it like it's outrageous though? It's
Yeah,
not
okay, it's
outrageous.
not outrageous.
Yeah, chill out, man.
It's not
Chill
outrageous.
out,
It's not outrageous. But yeah, United.
Yeah,
United
okay,
won
but
3-0.
digressing anyways.
Yeah, United won 3-0. Obviously, Leicester didn't offer much of a threat in that game. Really.
What's your next game?
Our next game was Ipswich away.
So that's his
In
first
Ruben
game.
Amorim.
You probably should go to that game. to be
First
honest.
game. I intend on going to United Everton at Old Trafford. So Amorim's first home game.
Oh, Amra's home first home game.
Yeah. So
That's-
me
that's
and
it. Isn't
Sammy
that a little
producer
derby
go
though?
to the game. Huh?
Isn't that a little derby?
Against Everton. I mean, they're up in Merseyside.
You're not a fan of
Where-
yo,
where-
that,
Manchester. Huh?
You're not a fan of them as well.
With Everton.
Yeah,
I do not like Everton at all.
Yeah.
So for me to go to that game, Amorim's first game, you know, to beat Everton, it would be a good game to go to.
Yeah.
But Leicester didn't really offer much in that game anyway.
Leicester- but Leicester-
routine victory, routine.
Leicester.
Sorry, Amad Diallo. Obviously, like a lot of fans like myself have been crying for him to start.
No,
because
I've been
he
crying for him
is
to start.
so good.
I'm a rival. I'm saying, why is he not starting? I'm a rival fan.
And you're exactly.
Why
Rival
is he not
fans
starting?
are saying to me, start Ahmad because he's so good to watch. He's one of those players where he does not split opinion like Rashford and Garnacho might do.
Likable guy.
Yeah, likable guy. You know, a fellow brother. You know what I mean? So a lot of fans have been saying, "Yo, start this guy." And when rival fans are saying it, not just because like he's
For the sake of it.
for the sake of it, no, because he's a baller. And obviously he started this game against Leicester. Blessed my eyes.
And Champions League.
beautiful,
Don't talk about
beautiful.
Champions League midweek, bro.
Huh?
Midweek Champions League, I'm at Diallo, bro.
Brace.
When Champions League are we?
You're sorry.
Yeah, I know you're used to seeing it.
Sorry,
Don't worry,
sorry,
those days will return. So I'll shake your hand for that.
No, I wish you can.
I'll shake my own hand. Shake my hand.
But talk about midweek.
On cams, both guys aired me on cams. Shake my
Why is
hand.
that? Why
We've
is
been doing
that?
it week in, week out.
Okay.
Why is that? Why is that new thing? What's the other
Salam
about?
alaikum.
Nah, don't try to do that. Alex Sam, bro.
Yeah, do that.
Go on, midweek, Abigail. Score 2?
Yeah, he scored 2 goals against PA. Okay.
Pauk.
Oh, sorry, I have to.
I don't know how you say
Most of
that.
the POK fans were
How do you
tense
say
on
that?
it. Huh?
Is it Pauk?
But I think it's Pauk, yeah.
Yeah, it might be Pauk.
Yeah, no joke, man. But nah.
Why?
Huh?
Why? This guy's a mess. Go on, man.
I'm at great game. And
messy guy.
I'm very happy he's now starting and
Thriving,
and
finally.
Amorim, yeah.
And hopefully
I
through
think he's gonna
Amorim.
cook on the Amorim.
Yeah.
he's
He's
gonna
gonna have fun.
he's gonna munch. He's gonna be eating good, feasting. So yeah, man. The 3-0 routine win for Manchester United.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Obviously, Leicester lost. Not been great this season. Probably might go down.
Will
I don't
go
know.
down,
I don't know.
Leeds.
I don't know. They're currently 15th.
To be fair, Abdul Fattah is Hagu, the left winger.
12.
He got 12 completed dribbles out of 15 attempts. So Dallo,
he
he didn't have a great game,
Yeah.
and that stat also just proves it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's a little something for Leicester, I guess.
But yeah,
You know what I mean?
Leicester, good luck, man. I'll be honest.
United are now 13th in the league, innit?
United are
But
only,
interestingly, we're only 4 points off top 4.
that gap, you
That's
know,
what I'm
from
telling you.
13th.
When I say United get top 4, you guys call me crazy.
I
this
still
season.
don't think so. I still don't think so.
Okay, but it's very possible.
I don't think so.
4 points off top 4.
It's because
Come on, man.
everyone's been so poor.
That's
it.
nothing.
Everyone's been so poor.
Exactly.
It's been a shaky start to this.
You know what I mean? So when he comes and gives us
Liverpool.
that new manager boost, implements what he wants.
Yeah, maybe.
I know what I'm
Maybe.
talking
You never know, man. You never
Guys,
know.
you should know by now. I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, enough.
No
That's
ball.
enough. That's enough.
Ball,
United.
no one, no of ball.
Okay.
I might put that on my caption, you know.
No.
Ball, no one, no of ball.
Yeah, no one's gonna.
Learned the game.
I already have that.
Student of the game.
I've learnt the game.
Unbelievable football.
Okay,
no
can we move on?
yeah.
Liverpool versus Aston Villa.
Who?
Liverpool versus Aston Villa.
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa. 2-0 to Liverpool at the.
Anfield?
I was gonna say something else at the Anfield Stadium.
Yeah.
With Nunez getting a goal and Mohamed Salah getting a goal. I'm gonna go out and say it. I think Liverpool are gonna win the league.
Oh, God, I hope not.
I think Liverpool are gonna win the league, and I don't think it's the worst thing to happen to the league. I think there's bigger atrocities that could happen.
The worst
Like
thing that's happened to the league is City quad.
City
City
going
quad.
5.
City
would
quad
probably-
happened.
And yeah.
City 5.
I'm saying that's the worst thing that's happened.
Oh, that's happened. That was the worst thing that can happen. Oh, yeah, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad for the league as well, you know.
Of course, that's why it is bad.
Yeah.
I think this Liverpool side are very exciting to watch.
Yo, 2-0 against Villa. A very good side, by the way.
And Villa didn't look entirely up to the game. I'll be honest. They didn't look like they had many chances. And Liverpool on the counter-attack is reminding me of those Klopp days, man. Those early Klopp days, counter-attacking football. Nunez, Salah, and Diaz. That is pace,
front three.
power.
No, but Villa were defending like bombs on the
Yeah,
corners.
yeah,
The
so
way
bad.
were
Yeah,
setting up
they
on the
didn't have
corners was
very-
bad. They
yeah.
had 2 men on the end of the box against a team like Liverpool.
Very
I mean,
Yes.
even Arne Slot said in an interview, I watched it, he's actually quite an insightful man, I'll be honest. You know, as a Liverpool manager, I don't want to give him too much credit.
You don't win back-to-back titles if you're not inside.
Yeah, and then he was even saying Aston Villa didn't really give the intensity that he thought they would, so it kind of helped them in the game.
Yeah.
So they never really, I don't know what it was, they've been quite poor recently as well. Aston
Recently,
Villa.
yes.
Lost 1-0
They're
to
slowing
Club,
down,
lost
they're
1-0 to
slowing
Club
down.
Brugge
Yeah.
in the Champions League. So
You see
might
that?
be taking a
Mings
toll.
picked up the ball.
Yeah. So I think it's taking a toll on them potentially, and Liverpool just like wiped the floor with them really and truly. Nunez missed how many chances? About 3 chances?
No, that first goal that he scored was a good goal though. I thought he was
goal.
going to miss. When
Great
he took
finish.
it around.
Yeah.
took it
Oh,
around the keeper,
yeah,
it's like-
but I think he should be scoring that though.
No, but the way
Yeah,
that he took
he
it out
scored
wide,
that
I feel like he made it difficult.
Yeah,
but he still
but
scored
then-
it.
yeah.
And then he missed hella chances after. But that sums him up in
That is Darwin Nunez.
That's who
to you.
Nunez
That's
is.
the Nunez we know.
I guess you either love him or hate him. I don't know
Yeah,
how
and
you
Mohamed Salah
feel
another
about
goal.
him.
I think I have a stat for Mohamed Salah.
Go on.
There's a
Make
lot of
sure,
stats.
make sure it's
Which
right.
stat?
Huh?
Which stat? There's so many for him.
There's so many, but I think this time he has equaled Wayne Rooney's record of being the only players in Premier League history to have 5 seasons or 5+ seasons of 10 goals and 10 assists.
That's consistency.
Obviously in all comps, but for their club in the Premier League.
That's consistency. That's equal consistency.
Is he the most consistent player the Premier seen?
That's a good shout. And like in history, yes, potentially, you know.
How long has he been?
This is
We could say because we could say Kevin De Bruyne, yeah, but De Bruyne gets injured.
Yeah.
You know, De Bruyne had like 2 seasons
love
completely
it.
out.
Yeah.
Salah's never injured.
Never injured.
And he played and
constantly getting 25+ GA
Every
in the
season.
league.
You know what
First
I mean?
season unreal, and up
it's a
until now
shout.
unreal.
But he's
That's
had
a good
how
shout.
many,
Mohamed Salah
seasons?
might
How
be-
many seasons has he had in the Prem though to be
6.
called the most?
18, 19, about 6 or 7.
Yeah, this
That's,
I think
is,
this is
is that enough? I think there's.
Is that enough?
I think there's
No,
players
but
who had
that's
longer.
more than
look
enough.
at the level he's playing at.
That's
Consistently
what-
every
even
season.
so.
I can say
That's
Frank
a lot- that's a
Lampard.
very
I can say
long
Frank
time, bro.
Lampard. Frank Lampard.
Huh?
Frank Lampard.
It's a shout. It's a good shout.
And he done it.
It's a
And
good
he
shout.
probably done it
Definitely.
double the time that Salah's done it.
Yeah, but
Salah
got there.
joined in.
No, but
20,
that's what
don't
I'm
forget.
talking
You know
about,
he
bro.
joined.
Consistent.
You know he joined in 2017.
great. No, I'm just saying
and it's
Salah's
almost
been
been at the top.
And it's
I'm saying
almost
to call him
and
the
it's
most.
almost 25. What's that? Almost 8 years.
No, but I think it's probably 7.
And
Longevity.
he's been top 3 in the league since he's came to the league.
Top 2.
Yeah.
Easy top 2. Him
Yeah,
and
yeah.
him and De Bruyne.
No, listen.
Him and De Bruyne.
Every season.
Listen.
And then Bruno third. Huh?
Yeah. Robbie Fowler overtook Robbie
8th
Fowler.
top,
as well.
oh yeah, over to Robbie Fowler in Premier League goals. Now he's 8th top goal scorer.
He's breaking stats everywhere.
Has he surpassed
Match
your
winning
boy?
assists.
No, that's different.
Obviously,
that's
like,
different thing,
I'm going to put it out there
That's different.
to entice the viewers.
That's different.
Has Mohamed Salah surpassed Eden Hazard?
Yes.
Yes.
In short, I'd say no. But I'll obviously give my reasons now in another video. Because you know me,
little bias,
you know
man.
me when it comes to Hazard, bro. I got my facts. I got stats. I got facts. I got everything, bro. I've watched.
You don't have stats. Not
100.
over Salah. Not over Salah.
Well,
I've got stats that Salah hasn't seen. I've got stats that Salah hasn't seen that Hazard has, bro. Trust me. When it comes to
has anyone else
you
seen
completed.
Huh?
Has anyone else seen the stats?
I'm saying like you don't know. You don't know. But look, for me it's not a fair fight. You have to get a Liverpool fan to come on here because I'll wipe the floor with you guys. I'll be honest. I'll 100%.
Okay,
If you're gonna come prepared, I'll come prepared.
You guys have to come prepared.
I don't feel passionately for Mohamed Salah or Liverpool.
That's what I'm saying.
But if there was ever a video where you argue Hazard's case, I argue Salah's case, I'll do it.
I'll wipe you.
I'd hope you would.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Get a Liverpool fan. Don't. You guys are baby food.
Okay, we can have some fans.
we can arrange that.
Like you two against me, I'll still win. I'll be honest.
Okay, we'll be in a jury.
Yeah, come.
Who be jury?
Yeah, for sure.
Me and Jam will be in a jury.
Who's a Liverpool fan?
And
though?
we'll get
And we're gonna
Sammy
Sammy and some
3-man jury.
Okay, I've got a video idea. We'll get like a 5-man jury.
Yeah.
5 us and a few.
No, but you guys
a few
have
of the
your
guys.
mind made up though. That's not fair. You have to get anonymous people, bro.
If your stats are there, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, is it based on what we display? Is it
Yeah.
based on what you
No,
think?
no,
That's
no.
a good question.
Based on what
No,
you
see,
display.
jury
No,
has to be
no.
unbiased.
Based on what
Jury
you
has to be
display.
unbiased.
Based on
Wallahi.
what they
Forget,
say.
of course,
Yeah.
Forget, like, but let's pretend like we don't know anything
Exactly.
else.
Yes.
Pretend like we don't know ball
Based
at
on the
all.
case presented,
Yeah.
it has to be on that.
And then you argue Hazard's case, and then
Okay, but
the
who
other
am I
fan argues
coming
I
up against?
can't lie.
Yeah?
I'm
Who's the Liverpool
choosing
fan?
We'll see.
whoever's the highest bidder.
You got a few?
I'll go for you
How
guys in
much
my
you got from
head.
me?
What?
How much you got from me
What?
to say Hazard?
I don't need you, man. I'll get majority. You can say no. I'll still get majority.
If the Liverpool fan pays me,
Okay, but listen, let's go back. Let's go back to Liverpool versus Aston Villa.
I hate how you say the name. Irks me.
Is Liverpool going to win the league?
If they can get, obviously, I'm going to give you the cliche answer.
Yeah.
They can get consistency.
But
I
they
don't see
do
why
have
not.
consistency
Because
though. They've only lost one game.
and they're 5 points clear of their biggest threat, Manchester City.
Man City don't look up for it, which is why I think Liverpool win it. I'll be honest.
And they only had one loss on an off day against Forest, and they were at home.
It wasn't really an off day. Forest played better.
Forest
than
did play well, but it was an off day for them. You know what I mean?
And even the
So-
amount of goals they're conceding, they're not conceding a lot of goals. I think they've conceded less than maybe 5-6 goals this season
I think
so
it'll
far.
be silly, they conceded nothing. really.
Nothing. They're getting
And-
clean sheets for fun.
It'll be very, very, very silly to
They're
write.
showing signs of a team that's going to win the league.
Yes.
they're showing
I think
signs,
if someone
but I think
was-
City's gonna win it.
You think City's gonna win it? I think Liverpool can win it.
Based on what you see or based on what you think.
Based off 11 games now this season.
Based off 11 games, obviously if you're saying based off 11 games, the team that's first by a couple points is gonna win.
But
the
I
league.
think based off Man City,
But
being Man
based off
City,
everything, City being City, Pep being Pep, Liverpool, they've beaten them one time in the COVID season as well. I don't think they're gonna do it.
why can't both teams just be dead?
And Arsenal win it. That would be
City, Liverpool.
So then
Arsenal
that means
has to be
Arsenal
dead.
then.
Well, I want to say something though. I think good times are coming back.
Why?
I think Arsenal
For United?
on a down. No, it's in general. Arsenal downwards for the Premier League.
the Premier
Arsenal downward spiral.
Chelsea.
City,
Arsenal have 11
back to-
games where we don't top the league.
City back to
and
07.
Arsenal's going down.
Chelsea on the come up with Enzo Maresca.
Have sense.
United back with Amorim and Liverpool gone up again. United, Chelsea, Liverpool.
That's prime.
That's Premier League
that's
heritage, bro.
prime Barclays. Premier League.
Wallahi.
Barclays.
That's prime Barclays.
Yeah.
United good, Chelsea good, Liverpool good, and
Arsenal
Arsenal
down.
Arsenal tough for battles. That's what they're known for.
That's what we're known
And that's
for.
Wenger. Man City, who are they?
Oh gosh.
Get me?
Yeah.
All right.
Look, I'm up for it, man.
What I'm saying is
Exciting
football,
times.
football happens in
I think
football
your
happens
whole-
in cycles.
Yes.
In time, times change. Every 10 years or so, football you can see it goes through transitions.
Yes.
And this could be a transition where the best club in the world is back to how it was. Chelsea are back.
We're back.
Liverpool.
We're back.
You know what I mean? City.
You should have made more use of your cycle.
You should have won a Prem now.
Yeah.
Because now
You're 13th place and you're talking about Arsenal fighting for top
do
4.
this.
You're 13th place, bro.
Take care.
You're 13th, bro. What are you talking about?
listen, don't worry, man.
Arsenal 11 bad games and
11 bad games.
11
That's
bad
a lot.
games.
That's a lot.
It's not
That's
even
a lot.
11
Many
bad games, bro. 11 bad performances.
But yeah, Liverpool 2, Aston Villa 0.
Yes.
Watkins actually came off quite early for John Duran. How do you reckon he feels about that? Whenever it's not working out and he knows against subbed off.
You know what it feels like?
He knows against
it's
Sampdoria.
like almost the manager sending a message You're
who?
not
To Watkins,
to
though?
Watkins. You're not good enough. You're gonna come off.
How do you feel like that is for his mentality?
Yeah, because
on the
every
game? You feel like
every
it's hella
hour
pressure.
after the game also he
has
knows
to score, has to do
he has to do
something.
something. Otherwise, he's
But-
coming off. Because I said to myself, why can't he just if they're losing, why can't he play both?
Yeah, but it's very risky.
Why can't Rodgers came off? Rodgers wasn't that good in the game. Morgan Rodgers.
But it's very risky, like because Rodgers is the link between midfield and
yeah,
attack.
he has a link.
Taking away the
Yeah,
creativity.
that's the
So
point.
going forward, having two strikers like John Duran and Watkins, who are strikers, both are strikers. Not one is not a second striker.
Yeah, Watkins can't be left winger though. He's done it before.
Yeah,
Is it for
but-
Brentford? Remember Brentford? Was it
Yeah,
a long time ago?
since then, I think he's a striker. He
Become too much of a striker. Yeah.
And I think it's too much of a risk and a liability to have them both up front, especially in a big game. I think maybe in a smaller game, maybe they can trial it out.
Maybe when they're chasing the game.
But also, look,
I do wanna see it. I do wanna
You
see
don't know if that motivates Watkins or not. We don't know what motivates players. That
yeah.
could motivate him and be like, you know what, I want to be on the pitch and I want to score, and next game I'm going to be there and I'm going to score. You never know, man.
It could work in that way as well.
But yeah, is that all the big games done?
No, we missed
Tottenham.
Ipswich Spurs.
It's-
Obviously, Spurs are not Spurs in my eyes
Yeah,
are
Tottenham
quite
not
small.
not a big team.
No,
but-
not a big team, but
You know,
a team
traditional
that's
top six.
Top six, I guess.
Tottenham versus Spurs.
Oh, great game.
Tottenham versus
Who would win that?
Tottenham versus Ipswich at the Tottenham Stadium.
Oxford Stadium, yeah.
Ipswich is that their first win? That is their first win. Is it?
First win. That's why
That's
they
their first
celebrate
win.
like that.
Come on, Ipswich.
That's your team.
So it wasn't at Portman Road. I would have liked the first one to be at Portman
Yeah,
Road.
yeah, yeah.
But it was at oh yeah, we did Ipswich next as well. So they're picking up four, but it's actual break, so you know what I mean? Against United.
Yeah. Small
But no,
Dicks.
Smodix and Liam Delap.
Yep.
Smodix with a very good improvisation.
Yep.
So overhead kick, you can call it.
Well, baby one. Overhead baby one.
Like a
Yeah.
mini one. Yeah, it was.
Miss
Yeah,
it,
'cause-
but-
yeah. Nah, nice go into the
That was a
corner.
goal.
And then Liam Delap. And
Liam
then,
Delap's been very impressive this
yeah,
season.
he scored.
He's
quite a
got,
few goals.
I think maybe like 6 or 7 now.
I don't think so.
If, let me just double check,
I
guys.
reckon 4 or 5.
He's
'Cause I do remember him getting a few goals.
he had,
got
he
a
had
goal
like I remember he
against
had a double one game.
Yeah, he scored 2 one game. I think he might be on 5.
He's on
already.
6 goals, bro.
6 goals.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, Liam
6
Delap.
goals and 1 assist in 10
Bagsman.
games. That is a very good
Proven to
debut
be a
season in the
bagsman
Premier
for
League.
Ipswich.
Exactly. And he's-
Smodix, the top scorer last season in the championship, is now coming to his own. I think
Yep.
he's 2-2. He scored last game as well. I'm
yeah,
pretty
he
sure.
scored last game as well.
When
Yeah.
they drew. And then Ipswich, first and final, they deserve it, man.
Yeah,
they deserve it because they have been the scorelines in the past few games have not been telling the story.
No.
Because they've actually been very, very impressive.
Yeah.
Kieran McKenna.
They've been knocking on the
to see it
door.
out.
That's a good football mind right there. McKenna.
McKenna,
So
yeah.
smart. So smart. And Ipswich deserved that win against Spurs, who are bad. To put it simply. Andy Postecoglou.
I thought you were gonna say something like who are bad.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say who are bad because
They're bad. And Angie
yeah.
has been stinking up the gaff recently.
yo Spurs fans.
So when do the media get onto Angie? When?
I think
If it was Ten Hag, as much as I have my issues with him,
yeah,
they love getting onto him.
but I think it's the
But
way
why
he
can't he
portrays
go to
himself
Angie?
though. It's the way he portrays
I
himself.
don't care. But criticize his tactics, what he does. You know what I mean? Given Ipswich their first win of the season,
Yeah.
no matter how well they've been playing, Spurs should be beating Ipswich. You know? And they are my second team. whatever.
Yes, especially at home as well.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they should be putting Ipswich away. But Ipswich came there, got their first win. Spurs are not looking good, man.
They're not, and I think what could like okay, they have underlying issues that run deeper than what we think it is. And we know that Angie Postecoglou has been trying to find the solution to the problem. But it's like, what I genuinely think it is, I don't think it's the manager. I just think it's the club. The club is
Spurs,
doomed.
man.
They're doomed. I don't
Spurs.
think, what?
You can never have high expectations for Spurs.
No.
You can never.
What do you think will happen if Spurs ever like win the Premier League?
The sky will become purple. the ground will start to
Shake.
Start shake.
But realistically, look, like if Spurs win the Premier League, the manager they have is the best in the world, isn't it?
Oh
all
my
time.
God.
Because like they have to overturn the club's complete history.
Yeah, bro, it's
Like,
crazy.
you
They have to
do so
overturn
much.
so many things, even like the
mentality.
even the universe's forces to Spurs to win the Prem.
Yeah,
Then obviously it never happened in our lifetime anyway.
You never know.
they've never won the Premier. Oh, you're saying it won't ever happen?
I'm saying like in our lifetime, I don't think it'll happen.
I don't think it happened
probably not.
anyways.
I don't think it will
It's not
happen.
happened, does it?
It's never
Maybe in like
happened.
the
Not Premier
60s.
A league title?
Premier
I
League,
don't
no.
think so.
I think they have
Title,
like, I think they have like, oh no, I don't think they have.
Surely they got a league title. They're not that rubbish.
They might have, I don't know. Honestly, like,
Nothing ever.
Also, when TV was black and white, so I don't want to count that.
Sometimes you can't do that.
Yeah, so, but
Look, they had pretty much a very strong squad. And midweek they lost against Galatasaray as well. 3-2.
3-2, yeah.
3-2.
Osimhen scored 2.
Going into this game thinking that they might have a bounce back game. You know, what I really want is that Spurs fan to come on this pod. And
There's no such thing, bro. I don't,
It's
I don't,
very-
I
I don't-
don't, I don't
from
see
the
Spurs
eight-
fans
from the
walking
eight-
around, bro. You know when you go on holiday, yeah? I always see an Arsenal shirt.
Chelsea,
I always see a United shirt.
Chelsea.
And I
It's eBay
always see
right
a
now.
Chelsea
Yeah.
shirt. Anywhere I go, any corner of the earth, I don't see Spurs
because I
fans.
really want the perspective of a Spurs fan
All I
to
do.
tell me, are they happy? Are they sad? Is it the manager? Is it the players? Is it recruitment? Is it this?
What is it?
I want to know from a Spurs fan point of view, genuinely, what do they think?
And
Because
also,
as we don't know much.
and
I'll be
also,
honest.
why support Spurs? Because
Okay,
they're not.
different.
They're not.
They
a
might
club.
grow up next to this last
okay,
stadium.
okay,
you know?
okay.
It's beyond. It's
No, maybe
beyond
like other than like family reasons.
Yeah.
And you know what I
Out
mean?
of choice.
I don't think there's a out of choice.
Yeah, out of choice.
No one
Would
wakes
you-
up one day and says, yeah, that's the
I'm
team
a
I want to
Spurs fan.
support.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Also, like other than like growing up next to it and family and stuff. You know. what I mean?
Yeah.
But
But look, that,
maybe from the 8 Spurs fans out there.
The last one was 7th of April 1961.
So if you've never heard,
man.
Wallah,
the
my
last
pops wasn't alive.
league title Spurs won was in 1961.
My pops weren't there, bro.
Yeah, well, I'm possible in there.
Only my grandparents were here them times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that says it all really. And Ipswich got their first win against them.
In the comments, a Spurs fan, please, like, if you want to break it down for us, let us know in the comments because I really want to
Yeah,
know
yeah.
from a perspective of a Spurs fan.
I
Genuinely.
want to know what how can you kick on to become a sort of like established big club? What's next?
What do you want to happen? How do you fix Spurs?
Yeah.
How do you become maybe one day potentially a team that can challenge the title?
What's your expectation?
I know they done it once in 2016.
Yeah.
When Leicester won the Prem, but
Yeah.
how do you sort of like go beyond that and become consistent?
And
What is
cross
Spurs?
the line.
What
cross
is
the line
Spurs?
as well.
What's Tottenham?
A glassy and
North London.
Yeah. Glassy.
Calm area. You know.
See that guy, that Chinese guy? I think it was Chinese. Please forgive me if it wasn't.
the Asian guy.
Yeah, the Asian guy. I don't want to make a mistake, but
Hotspurs?
he says
Oh,
he said that Arsenal. Yeah, I know Arsenal. Chelsea. Yeah, I know Chelsea.
Yeah.
Madrid. Yeah, Real Madrid. Yeah.
Tottenham.
Tottenham.
The guy goes,
that?
Hotspurs. Tottenham
Hotspurs.
Yeah. Tottenham Hotspurs.
What's that? What's that? What's
Yeah.
that? To the average viewer, average consumer,
Yeah.
average fan outside of the UK,
Yeah.
Spurs, come on, man.
Spurs is a team in the NBA.
And San Antonio Spurs.
San Antonio Spurs is bigger than Tottenham
100
Hotspur.
million %.
100 million %, bro.
100 million %.
You know what I
No,
mean?
but I genuinely do want. Hopefully, if someone actually a Spurs fan watches this, hopefully let us know in the comments what you think. Give us your views in a summarized version, obviously, because it might be a very, very long thing to cover. But please let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ipswich got their
Ipswich
win.
win. We're
Spurs
not
got their
after
L.
we're staying up, man.
Can we talk about
Ipswich, we're staying up.
Brentford and
Oh, that was a
Bournemouth?
great game.
Brentford
My
3,
favourite game of the
Bournemouth 2, game of the weekend.
Can we give a round of applause to Thomas Frank?
Please.
Because I think Thomas Frank is a great manager.
A man I've been giving me. I've been giving him his flowers.
You are even happy to have him at United.
Yeah, you said you
Happily.
had to take him.
Brilliant manager.
I think he's a great
Brilliant
manager.
man manager. Brilliant coach. Brilliant tactically. Very proactive.
Man management.
You know what I mean? And
How the way he talks,
and he
the way he walks.
actually takes pride in Brentford.
Glaze,
Okay, that's
the
nuts.
glaze.
Get off your knees,
Yeah.
please.
He got them up. He got them up.
Yeah, I think he takes pride in actually managing Brentford.
Yeah, because
There's
you
a
had
difference.
a
A little problem.
last week where
You know
you
what
were
I mean?
saying managers
Yeah,
play
can
styles
interview
and
for
that.
bigger jobs.
Bigger
But
jobs.
with him, he loves his club. He loves what he does, and you can see it now since they've come up, and they beat a Bournemouth side who is very, very good.
Yes.
Who beat Arsenal, who beat City. You know what I mean? Who
Closely
had
went
seven
to the end
points
with Chelsea.
before this game. I believe they have 7 points in 9 games.
Yeah.
Sorry, 7 points out of possible 9 points.
Yes. Yeah. Obviously.
You know what I mean? So to beat them 3-2.
Yeah.
Very good. Johan Wissa.
Give a
goals.
round of applause to him because I think right now he might be breaking 10 goals. If let me just confirm.
Yeah.
I think he might be breaking 10. Oh, never mind. He's on 7 goals and 1 assist in 7 starts.
7 goals.
Yeah, he's played 8 games and he's got 8 goal contributions.
Yes.
Tony, no problem.
No
Tony, no problem.
No problem.
Yeah,
Got Mbuemo, got Wissa. Who scored for Bournemouth?
it was Evan Nielsen.
From the
Opening
mistake.
goal, the
From the
mistake.
mistake, yeah.
And if my computer was there, Jamie.
Rookie mistake.
It was Clivert. Yeah, Clivert.
Yes, Justin
Patrick
Kluivert.
Patrick is his
Justin,
father.
his pops is Patrick, yeah.
Justin Clivert, yeah. And look, Brentford 3, Bournemouth 2. Where is Brentford in the table? Because you know what it is? I think Brentford have that problem where what do we expect from Brentford now? Because they've been established as a mid-table team for a while. You know, they've pushed their barriers a little bit. what is the expectations for Brentford going forward? Like, I'd like to
we
see
can't-
for
we can't
me-
expect anything crazy.
No, but I'd like to see them in Europe. I think they're good enough to be in Europe.
conference?
Like a conference thing. Like, not Chelsea, because Chelsea,
think-
we make fun of that competition.
Yeah.
Something like Brentford.
Thomas Frank might be a victim of his own success because like now he has Brentford in a really good position.
Yeah.
People might say, okay, what's next for Brentford? What's next?
True,
but
true,
really and truly, where they are now is flattering.
Yeah.
Like not in terms of like for them,
Yeah.
but it's where they are right now is they should be very, very happy with it. For the size of the club, you know, Brentford weren't in the Prem like what,
When did they get
5 years
promoted?
ago? Like 3 years ago they got promoted.
Yeah, but they've never been in a relegation battle.
They've never been in a relegation battle. That's very telling
Since they've
about
been
how
there, they've
good
been-
Thomas Frank is.
yeah.
And
very, very good
only
manager.
2 points behind the mighty Arsenal. So, look, can't be doing much bad, can they? To be honest. But yeah, Brentford
We're
3.
on the same points, by the way.
Okay.
But
Well,
he wouldn't
different
say that,
expectations,
is
but okay. Let's go to Fulham. 2, Crystal Palace, no?
2-0, yeah.
Yeah, or we could go Newcastle Forest. 3-1.
Nah, let's talk about Fulham because I want to touch up on
Okay, go on.
their floor player, Emil Smith-Rowe, who
He's
has
been
left
killing- he's been killing
Arsenal after a couple of years where his career just stagnated.
Halted.
You know what I mean? Halted, and then what's next? I think that move to Fulham, you know, a bit lesser side, with all due respect, was the perfect move for his career.
Every
Yeah,
episode.
no,
Offside, just
I have to do that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it is.
2 goals. What a performance. What a
Yes, and
Nah.
also.
the other goal was disallowed, no? I think you only
Oh, yeah. It was.
Oh, is it? Oh, sorry.
Offside,
So
yeah,
one offside goal, one
yeah.
goal, but did he get assist for the goal?
I'm not sure,
not sure
probably.
if he got assist.
Probably.
Yeah, but
couldn't
no,
tell you right now.
he's really,
Wouldn't
really good.
surprise me.
And Arsenal boys over there, man.
Yeah,
Nelson Iwobi, Horatrim, and Smith-Rowe.
And Smith-Rowe, yeah.
Nah, yeah,
Arsenal
chill out.
Yeah, boys. I mean, the Arsenal boys are excelling elsewhere, you know.
Yeah, they're cooking over
They
there.
reunited the
And
bands.
I'm glad to see it, man. Especially Smith-Rowe. He was one of my favourite players at Arsenal.
Yeah.
Obviously, him and Saka on the come up when we were really, really bad. And Arteta just came in. But I'm glad to see, like I said, he's succeeding elsewhere, doing his thing. Obviously, as we said, he stagnated, he kind of plateaued at Arsenal. But I think it was because of his injuries, and then the team just kind of outgrew him. And at the end of the season,
Yeah,
He wasn't really given chances towards the end as well. To be fair.
yeah, I feel like
The team moved beyond him.
just moved
Team
beyond
moved-
him.
Yeah.
And then at the end, obviously, Smith-Rowe said, "Okay, cool. I want to leave now. I want
Yeah.
to take my talents elsewhere. I don't
Yep.
really think I
Fair
can
enough,
get into
makes
the
sense.
team."
And he backed himself as well. And I like that. I like that.
And
I like
Arteta
that.
also gave him the respect to like, yeah, I'm not going to hold you hostage here. You've done a lot for us.
Yeah.
Go live your dreams elsewhere, and I'm glad to see that he's doing his thing over in Fulham, man.
Yeah, as you can tell by the Palace game, he just makes like everything tick for Fulham. He's a string.
He's the focal
He's the
central
focal
point.
point. He's like the 4-2-3-1. He's like he plays him behind the striker,
cam,
in
yeah.
between the wingers.
Yeah, the cam.
at the DMs. It sounds like
That man trying to make it sound so technical.
this is number 10. So
Does it a lot.
He just like
This guy's a
strings everything together for Fulham.
Yeah.
And great player. I think Fulham that game they had about 2-3 disallowed goals. They could have
Could have walked the park.
they could have, you know what I mean? They destroyed them. So 2-0 for Palace is very flattering because
Yep.
they've had another bad game.
I think
in
what's
a
his
terrible
name?
side.
Wilson had 1 goal.
Harry Wilson, yeah.
Yeah, 1 goal disallowed.
Yeah, I
sorry.
think so.
one
And
goal
someone else,
disallowed.
and Smith-Rowe as well, I think.
Yeah. So it wasn't really look Crystal Palace.
Stinky.
What is going on?
Because at the end of last season, they were so good. Remember towards the end of last
And
season?
I thought this
Glasgow.
was going into it, the momentum. They would have
Yeah.
taken it on, and it's like now they're 18th with 7 points.
You
Mateta.
think they could be a shock drop?
Yes.
Oh, if they go down,
If
that's
they
a
go
big
down,
shock.
They're gonna absolutely walk the championship.
No,
they
they're
won't.
going to
I don't
lose a
think
lot
so.
of their best players.
I don't
They'll
think
lose
so.
a lot of their best
I
players.
think Palace are one of them
Lose
teams,
players.
yeah. It's not like
They need
it's
to-
not like Ipswich. I think if Palace go down,
That's it.
long.
So-
I think in 10 years maybe they won't come back. They
But-
have,
but
they
they-
need to stay. They
They
need to
came
stay.
up from the Zaha days. Remember?
Is it from Zaha?
Since then they've been in the Prem. They haven't gone down once.
Have they not gone down since?
No.
So they're established.
They're established Premier
Yeah.
League side.
So for them to go down again, I think it'll be long. I'd really.
It's not. And I
would
think
not bode well
especially
for them.
because
The
they
way that
have
the season started, it
Yeah.
doesn't look too
No.
far-fetched.
no.
It will be a surprise.
It'll be a shock drop or big shock if they
Yeah.
go down. But they're obviously playing.
And Eze
really,
will probably
really
leave as
poorly.
well. Eze will leave.
Yeah,
Palace.
he's
I
in
wouldn't
the-
mind that though.
He's out right
At
now.
Arsenal.
Isn't
I'll take him out.
He won't go Arsenal. He's a starter, bro.
He's a starter, man.
Start Arsenal.
Over who?
Marino.
Marino.
Who you talk to?
Marino's not a starter anyway.
He can start
Yeah, he's not a
Arsenal.
starter anyways.
Nah,
yeah.
next season part he's gonna be gone now. He's old.
Let's move on to the team just below them. Wolverhampton Wanderers with their first win of the Premier League season, and I want to talk
Against?
about one
Before
Southampton
you get
who
to
are
Yeah.
below them. Yeah, right.
Yes.
Yes, but yes, Southampton
Yeah.
who are below
Wolves
them,
to Southampton
who are
nil.
rock bottom, and I want to talk about the man of the moment. Yeah, Mateus Cunha.
Yeah.
What a player! What a player! And I think he's the sort of player that is just too good for Wolves. Too good.
Oh,
for Wolves.
100 million%.
He has to leave. He has to leave. Even if they stay in the Premier League this season, he has to leave and he has to go to a big club. I think for
can
me,
play for a top six
He can
side.
play for a top 6 team. 100.
You know the things he does on the pitch are that of a very, 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 very good player.
Yes.
Like some of the things he comes up with, the way he brings the ball down, his Travella passes, the way he strikes the ball, because that goal was a joke.
He's a very complete player.
That's a joke of a goal.
You feel like he could go somewhere
Bang.
in January?
I don't think they'll let him go in January. They need him.
They do,
Without
absolutely.
him,
No, but if an offer comes in for him, he's
No.
gonna want to leave.
But
That's what I'm
doesn't
saying. He's
matter.
going to want
They
to come.
can-
Man.
they can-
You don't want to get relegated. You
I
don't
think-
want that on the record.
I think he'll stay in January, and then in the summer he
But something has to get a big
could get
move.
a move.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Within
And
the Prem-
I was saying he probably should go United. I think he would do wonders for United.
Obviously, right now to say United is quite easy.
I need to see.
It's quite easy to say. It's quite easy.
Amarin's system as
That's
a
what I'm
left
saying.
forward. As a left forward.
No,
No, because they got Rashford and Garnacho.
it's quite easy. No, listen. Right now, United.
Right side they got Bruno and Ahmad.
man.
When he was
technically-
struggling, you just say United,
Say anyone.
big team who you play. No, listen. I'm not saying he should come to United. I'm saying he's a very, very good player who could play for a very, very good club.
Yeah.
Whether it's United or whether it's not, he's way too good for Wolves.
Okay.
Because he gets what? How many G is that now in the last couple of games? Like 3-4 G.
He's got
seven
he's
in
got
11.
7 in 11 games, 10
for
starts.
a team that just got their first win. You know what I mean?
He's been
Yeah, for a
despite
team that's been very
results,
bad.
he's been performing very, very well this season.
Very, very well.
And
He's a diamond in the rough.
yeah, diamond in it.
Is that like a way to put it though? I thought diamond in the rough is like when you're up and coming.
Yeah, probably. You need to rub the dust off him a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah,
No, probably
yeah,
not.
yeah.
Probably not.
Let me think of
Yeah,
that
nice
one.
try.
Think about it. No, let him think of a better one.
Let me think
Go
of
on,
that
go on,
one.
go on.
Someone who's a really good player who's not where they're meant to be. What's that?
Oh, like the way he's
like I'm in primary
The
school.
way he's saying it, wallahi.
Like I'm trying to explain some maths problem to
No,
me.
but he broke it down. What's that?
What's
What's
that?
that? It's crazy.
What's the next game?
No, wait. Can we just say that the first win that Wolves got was against the team below
Oh yeah,
them?
facts. The only team below them.
Yeah, only team
Who's
below
got
them.
like Cunha and who else?
Cunha Sarabia.
Pablo Sarabia.
But yeah, let's move on to Nottingham Forest versus Newcastle, Nottingham Forest who led quite early in the 21st minute through Morello. And after that, didn't look like they had any chances to go get the second.
Surprising because they've
And
been great this season.
Newcastle gave them 3.
Nottingham Forest
They
like third place.
they
no?
started the weekend in third.
Where are they now?
Forest.
Yeah, they were third.
Still third, no?
No,
No.
I don't think they're third anymore.
Fifth now, sixth, which is obviously really, really good. But Newcastle, I feel like Newcastle overwhelmed
They're
them.
fifth, yeah.
Oh, they're fifth.
Yeah, I think the drop off was inevitable for Forest.
It's been one game week, but yeah.
I mean, 3-1.
One game week.
But
But
Is
look.
it not all joint points? Third, fourth,
Yeah,
and fifth?
joint points, yeah.
We're all
Jo-
joint third,
joint
guys,
points.
yeah.
But they've only lost 1 in their last 5, so it's good form. Good form.
I think Newcastle just overwhelmed them when they got that equaliser. Alexander is Isaac equaliser
Isaac,
or
yeah.
someone else scored before that?
Yeah, Sack scored the
Isaac
first.
Yeah,
scored the
Isak,
equaliser.
Isak, and then Joe Linton.
And Joe
scored a
and then-
great goal.
that Joelinton goal.
Left foot Joelinton goal.
Yeah,
Who scored the third goal?
It was Barnes.
Barnes near post,
Near
yeah,
post,
which is quite poor from the goalie.
Yeah.
But
And Newcastle had more chances anyways. Isak had a couple who
Yeah.
probably should have
Yeah,
scored.
yeah, yeah.
So it wasn't like Newcastle didn't deserve to win that
they
game.
definitely
you know
deserve to win.
So look, Nottingham Forest it's not it's not a bad thing at all. Look, they had a great season so far. Coming from where they were last season, losing against Newcastle, not a bad
Yeah,
game.
there's not too much to delve into with Forest. Like, okay,
Yeah.
they weren't good, but I don't think they're going to stay where they are right now.
But they're still
they will
above.
drop
Nah,
off.
they're 100 million %
They
gonna
will drop off. You can tell, like, they got
They can't hang with it.
They got battered at home. They got beaten quite badly at home by Newcastle, who are meant to be struggling.
Yeah.
But obviously, like, quality prevails to Newcastle.
They can't hang up top, obviously. But,
Yeah.
but they're not supposed to be hanging up top.
No, that's the
So
thing.
they're already overperforming.
And Newcastle do have better
They will
players,
level out.
better
but-
squad.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
think
but
just
Newcastle-
overwhelmed them, innit?
Now 2 in a row they've won.
Yeah.
Before that they lost their last. They didn't win in the last 3, so might
I think
be.
when you're a team as good physically as Newcastle,
Yeah.
inevitably you will start playing better.
Yeah,
when you have
yeah,
Joe
yeah,
Linton in midfield, Tanali coming back, Bruno Guimaraes,
Yeah.
Isak, Gordon, Barnes
Yeah.
off the bench.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Willock. So yeah, no,
I think 1 game left, which is
That Bozo game.
Everton against West Ham, which was 0-0.
Probably the snooze fest of the weekend.
Yeah.
Two teams who have not been good this season.
No,
At all.
It's West Ham versus Everton 0-0 at the London Stadium, and like I said before, again, West Ham not by any means of my imagination been the team that I would have expected them to be this season. And the fact that they are in a relegation battle with Everton says a lot. And I'm very, very surprised that Lopetegui is still in the job. And probably coming into this international break, is it time?
It might be time to- yeah, it might go.
It might
Best
be the
time to go,
best
innit?
time to go. 2 weeks as well. You don't usually get 2 weeks
Find your
international break.
replacement.
Find your replacement.
Have a little mess about
Probably
with the squad.
get on a blower. Call your boy. David Moyes.
I haven't heard that one before.
Blower, you don't
Yeah,
know about
no,
Blower?
no,
Blower,
no.
come on, man. Blower.
Yeah, I don't think you should go back.
Sounds like something else. But
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's it, I think, for the weekend. I don't think I missed any games. Can someone double check? I don't-
yes, we have covered every single game.
Every single game.
Yeah.
Guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you join the journey. Make sure you are here for the 1,000 subscriber special where we will be giving out 2 shirts. I think, was it 2 shirts we agreed on?
Yeah, we said 1. I said 3. You said 2 now.
We will meet in the middle.
Calm,
2 shirts.
Yo, but you know what's jarring? International break, man. Why are they?
No, but we'll
why is it
have
so
different
often?
content for these.
Yeah,
We're gonna
we-
keep you like entertained.
We'll go,
don't
we've got
worry.
you guys.
Yeah,
Don't
the one good
worry,
thing is,
man. We've got
We
you
got
guys.
some things cooking.
The best thing of football is FTF. Like when there's no actual
Yeah,
Premier
When
League
the Premier
football.
League's not on, FTF.
FTF.
So make sure you
So we'll do
subscribe.
other
Don't
content.
miss out. Don't miss out, man.
Don't miss out. Follow the TikTok. Follow the Instagram.
Like, comment,
And be
subscribe.
there for the watch-alongs as well, man.
We had a great watch along today.
I think the
Very
next big one
eventful.
is December 4th. Arsenal versus
I
Man
think
United.
that might be a bad day for you guys. Maybe. Who's home?
No, we're
Old
gonna
Trafford,
win
I
that
think.
game. Come.
I think it's at Old Trafford. I think it's at Old Trafford. I don't.
I don't mind going to that game as well.
Oh,
you
it's at the
know?
Emirates. At the
Don't-
Emirates.
FTF and a live game.
FTF
Could be
Explores.
something. Yeah. Just make sure you stay tuned.
Yeah, we'll let you guys know anyways. Yeah,
as
but
we get
make
there.
sure,
developments.
Thank
yeah,
you guys
thank
for
you for
joining.
watching,
Thank you for
man.
watching.
Love and guidance.
Take
Love.
care.
Take
Peace.
care.